Righty ho, turn 9. Sorry about the delay in the videos. Posted a lot of content, real life getting in the way and all sorts of stuff. Damn real life, eh? Right, what have we got? What's he sent us and what have we got? Right, So, some bugles means that some troops have routed in the woods. Not surprisingly, really. Although the Legers quality B, there's not a lot of them though, and I would say, I didn't watch the turn back, I would say that they had a nasty surprise with lots of Lancers coming up at their rear. Kind of half expected that though. Gonna have to continue my assault on that ridge, try and get rid of those guns if I can. Lots of disordered troops though, so they're gonna have to have a leader in there. Let's get Fontanelli straight up there and lead that assault there on in. He's edging ever so closer with his with his Lancers down here, that's for sure. And yep, we've got the Germans coming out, and hopefully second line of Germans if he has to. Do I risk it with? Maybe not this turn, but I'm just thinking get into a position where I can charge his Lancers, because I think my Chasseurs Chevals are up to the task. Continue getting this position out of the river, on this side of the creek should I say, and get my artillery battery set up, and yep, he has got to Wormsdorf, beg your pardon. So yep, get my defensive position set up in Niedersdorf. What else have we got? Poles, they're going to carry on, or the Lancers are going to carry on their little journey on the road. Get these Germans set up on this high ground. So yeah, that's where we're at. So I'm going to get straight into it on this one, and see you in a few. So movement wise, that's sort of big picture scale stuff, but in short, the Polish Lancers are on their way to Seehausen and up around there just to see what's going on. He's sending this reserve cavalry over. So the Germans are starting to get onto that high ground by that windmill and prepare their position. Niedersdorf, move my skirmishers across and set up that battery overlooking the road. I just unlimbered them, I don't think. Where's their line of sight? Straight up the road, so it's not too bad. This side of the river, got my batteries into position and basically try to sort out, but I guess some supply up to them. They'll need some supply as well, and then try to get these two battalions, well, I did get two battalions into this sort of gully here, just in case he doubles back. Artillery wise then, can I fire? Yes, we got some Lancers out in the open. Wow. Guns are terrible, 6-pounders can't reach them. However, these heavier guns should. Okay, good. In the woods then, moved the battalion up just to cover that sort of northwest side with some skirmishers. And we've got skirmishers and skirmishers, so let's see what these guns can do on these Landwehr. Nothing. Honestly, bad language and spitwads would be better against these Landwehr. Not very effective at all. Just not very effective fire at all. Let's see what we can do here. Right, what I did do though is move some battalions up, trying to get them ready for an assault. Try and take away. Now it's going to come at a cost. I'll show you what I mean in a second. Let's get rid of this counter fire. More counter fire, why not? And more? Yeah, why not? Carry on. Yeah. Okay, right. Looks like the counter fire is all done. So I moved these two battalions up. They got leadership, so they can assault because they're disordered. That's one of the house rules. But when we overtake, if we overtake this battery, he's got another battery overlooking. I would say he's seen ahead. And because they're all stacked up, or if I succeed, they're all stacked up, then he's going to basically fire on them and there's going to be lots of nasty casualties. But I think risk versus reward. What we'll do is soften the Landwehr troops up a bit. Expect one man to have a graze knee for them. Oh, two then. Alright, so let's fire on them. And we'll get some counter fire. And let's try this out. Let's see what happens. Fontenelli's there, so... No. Alright, so he's going to turn that gun around. And that was spectacularly unsuccessful. Had high hopes for these Italians. And these Italians here, I brought them up for... what's going on there? Basically to get into position to assault these guys on the outside. But the Landwehr are holding tight. They're doing well. Over here then, we probably won't be able to reach them still. Move my squares forward a little bit just to give myself a bit of protection. They're going to go into square next turn as well. And my Chasseurs Chevals, they are going to charge next time, I think, because we've got some more. We're going to bump into someone if I go up here. No. Okay, good. So they're in quite a nice position for a charge the next time. Can we move it? No. Alright, so that's what we're going to do. Move them around. Do I? No. They can stay where they are. Move them forward one. So there will be a charge next time if he brings them forward a bit more. Because we've got the Germans coming up with some horse artillery and some cavalry as well. Not the greatest cavalry. Which Louis... are they mounted Jaegers? I think they might be. Possibly. Alright, so that's who's coming round. Oh, my pioneers, my battery there. That's all I've really got for this turn. What are we doing victory-wise? Still on a draw. Yeah, big losses. Big losses, Italians, all bloody Italians. They're not doing as well as maybe I thought. I'm quite thinly spread just because of that threat from the cavalry, but if we can sweep that up and get them out of the way, chances that I'll come back onto this ridge. Okay. As I said, how long have we got? 40 minutes to the reinforcements get. We're expecting 1400 game time. We're on 20 past 12 now for reinforcements to be in position around Golsdorf, so might be able to sort of push back. It's not bad ground there. If he takes that high ground, it will be. But there we go. I'll send that back over to Devon and we will see. Crikey. Crikey. There's a lot of black coming down the screen there. A lot of Prussians, little black squares. Alright, I'll send that over to Devon and see what he comes back with. Thanks for watching. And on to turn 10. 1 rallied unit, 5 disordered, and what have we got? Let's have a look straight away. Dennewitz turn back as per. Just relying on what I actually find. And, okay, we got some route. Oh, nice. Oh yeah, he did turn that battery round, as I thought he might have done. I wonder where they've come from. Are they there? I can't remember. Cavalry-wise, then, I would probably just about out of reach for a charge. He didn't move them forward. He didn't continue to move them forward. However, maybe he saw my Germans, did he? Possibly just spied them. Possibly, they're not quite hidden. He's seen a couple of squadrons coming up probably, which was just enough maybe for him not to bring up. But I'm going to bring mine up, and maybe in a turn or two, if they're still there, we're going to have to deal with them. Italians, I'm going to bring them back, that's for sure. Or do I go? Or do I go? It's just a battery there on its own. Ah, that's them. Yes, that is them. Okay, and that is what I will do, I think. And what I'll do, I'll charge that with that, and then they will come down. So, swings and roundabouts. It's almost like he knows what he's doing. Other than that, not much to say really with the Italians. How are we doing on the road? Let's get some place names. My favourite, Niedersgutdorf. Okay, yeah, he's passing Wormsdorf. He's going straight to the Germans. Okay, so I will set the Germans up, and I might, maybe, delay the Polish cavalry. And he does have some troops coming. These are new. Hussars, line troops, fusiliers. So he does have some infantry. So, and he's got a lot coming down that hill. It's almost like a whole corps. Probably is a whole corps. Definitely a whole corps, if not more. How long have we got? Half an hour till reinforcements come. An hour and a half before they get to Golsdorf and into the action. They're going to be here a lot quicker than 2 o'clock. It's going to be business as usual. Carry on with my plan. And we'll see in a couple of minutes what we can do. I think I'm about all done for that turn. I'll start down here. Golsdorf, Polish cavalry. I've put them into a little ditch. Just get them out of the way so you can't see. And then if I see it, I mean, they're dragoons. Lancers against dragoons, you'd fancy it. You'd fancy it. I'd prefer to use them for other things. I don't have the numbers. So that's about all I got there. Unless I bring the Poles up as well. I might bring a couple of battalions of Poles up actually. I can have Zoltowski, he can go up with them. So we want Zoltowski and the 1st Battalion. And the Germans are coming up as well. Put a skirmisher line out around the windmill. Gun isn't quite, or the battery isn't quite in position quite yet, but they're going to get a nasty shock as they come up over this sort of high ground here on the road. But he'll probably be able to see that from where he is. He can indeed. Along the road then, we should be able to start firing with some of this artillery. They just unlimbered them, so we'll get our pop guns going, which are out of range. Can't with this gun because I turned it round. Yeah. These guns are pop guns, so they're not going to be doing anything. I brought one of these guns back as well. Doubt they were able to see anyone. Nope. Brought one of this battery back as well, just to sort of have a look over this crossing here, bring it down here somewhere. Other than that, we're going to kind of leave it as it is in Niedersgutdorf. Italians then. Nothing major. We're going to get a lot of counter battery fire here. But we might as well... they can't see them. What's he got? No. Put some skirmishers forward there. Let's have a go here with skirmishers. I thought I had no opportunity to fire against skirmishers. Mind you, it's defensive fire, isn't it? Let's have a look. Yeah. Any more? Any more? Yeah, why not? Right, good. So we go. Chip away at them. That's about all we can do. These pop guns can have a go at guys up there. Skirmishers, probably haven't got the range on anyone, no. Let's use these guns to take some numbers away from them, not many. What have we got here? Let's same. And then use this battery to try and... Not one full counter battery fire. However, I want to try and soften up these guns if I could. I'm not going to go with the skirmishers. That could have been stupid, yeah. Okay, I will go with skirmishers. Right, come on, let's try, at least try. Oh, geez, Artillery sometimes is superhuman. A bit like skirmishers in some games that are just iron men, especially when they're in towns and cities, especially since the updates as well. As is artillery sometimes. Okay, they got canister shot and things like that, but sometimes even limbered artillery, and you catch them with fresh troops when they're on the road, and you catch them from behind, you come off worse. You know, sometimes, or very regularly, put it that way, more regular than it should. Put it. That's an apt way of describing it. So, what am I going to do with you chaps? I'm going to come up on the side there. Do I go into square? Then they get disrupted, then I can't go out of square. But it will protect me from Cossacks. So it's late. It's late. Let's have a go. You only live once and all that. 600 the disordered though. I haven't got a leader. No. What we got down here? That's too far away for our pop guns. By pop guns I mean 3-pounders. Pretty much going to leave everybody out there. Move my cavalry forward a little bit just to get into position to have a bit of a charge next turn. Germans should be there in a turn or two to help and be ready. And that is about all we can do this turn. Looking forward to some reinforcements getting here just to sort of even it up. Bit outnumbered, I feel, at the minute, but they've got a long way to come. What have we got coming, out of curiosity? Artillery first, that'd be handy. And then some cavalry. We won't have much cavalry coming, but actually next turn we got some artillery coming next turn, and then some cavalry the turn after. Okay, that's good, and they'll get there quickly. 1 o'clock. All right, so cavalry up to Seahouse and then across. That's maybe a plan. Well, that's good to know that we've got something coming. I'm going to send this over to Devin. Thank you very much for watching. Thanks for the comments. And we'll see you for turn, what are we on? 11. And hopefully get some reinforcements in.